The text says to do whatever your hand and your plan had predestined to take place. Government is God's servant. God brought together the Gentiles and the peoples of Israel. He brought together Herod and Pontius Pilate to do whatever his hand and his plan had predestined to take place. And what happened in Jerusalem? The sinless Son of God, Jesus Christ, was betrayed, convicted, flogged, and crucified. Not outside of the sovereign purposes of God, but in harmony with God's plan. These persons had come together to accomplish God's purpose. God loved us so much that He gave His Son Jesus. God is sovereign. And rather than being anxious or worrying about what's happening in the world around us, let's trust in the God who took care of Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego. Let's trust in the God who took care of Daniel as he was in the midst of those lions. Let's trust in the God who was sovereign in bringing together this grouping of persons to do whatever God's hand and God's plan had predestined to take place. Let's put our trust in the God who changes times and seasons, removes kings and sets up kings. Let's be subject to the governing authorities because they've been instituted by God. So let's be subject to the governing authorities for God's great glory.